Happy holidays, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to Christmas, the holiday special. I'm going to probably call this Yuletide-Bliss or Yuletide-mania 2019. Tonight, we're going to review a 2011 family romantic family comedy from Hallmark Channel called Annie Claus is Coming to Town. Yeah, this is the poster for it. Beautiful, beautiful Annie Claus, starring Maria Thayer, one of the most beautiful redhead actresses I've ever seen in my life. Now, the basic plot is simple. Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus have a daughter named Annie Claus. She's gonna take her trip far away into the big city, away from where her home, next to where the elves and Santa and Mrs. Claus live. And she's hoping to find an adventure and love in sunny California. And Santa's watching over her, but while she's over there, so she's safe. And she meets up with these two guys. One of them is no. Before she does that, she meets up to the Candy Cane Inn with the manager, who's Lucy, played by Vivica A. Fox. Yeah, she's in this movie. She's always a delight to watch, and it was good to see her in a Hallmark movie. And her daughter Maya, Nene Kirby. Yeah, she's very cute. She's the little black girl here, and she's delightful. You also have she also quickly lands a job at Wonderland Toys. The owner his name is Ted, played by Sam Page. He's another Hallmark actor that I've seen. He's very likable as well. This movie has a lot of likability and likable actors. Both actors and characters. Is struggling to stay in business selling old-fashioned toys in a digital world. Annie soon realizes she wants Ted's business to thrive because she has a feeling for this Christmas traditionalist. And there's also this other guy named Dean, who's this asshole, fake, lawyer, fake actor that tries to fool Annie into being with him so she could stay in the city. His name is Ryan Biddle. Yeah, this guy is such a creeper. He's such a douchebag. You could tell by his smile that he does these TV commercials where he's in a wheelchair and he shows a check. And I'm like, yeah, he's not a good actor. He's just really he fell flat for me. And I think that yeah, he just brings the film down for me because he's a lame villain. He's basically Hans from Frozen, but with even less personality. He's a soap opera star. He's from All My Children. Yeah, and he did Dawson's Creek in the '90s. I mean, the early 2000s. Yeah, I don't know why. He's a smug douchebag. And then one thing leads to another. She falls for both guys, of course. A love triangle that never fails. But then she realizes that Dean's not the guy for her, and Ted is the guy for her, and he's her Calvin, which is basically their true love. And Maria Thayer just nails it. She's so beautiful, very sweet, very likable, very uh, you know, comforting and inviting. She's nice to everybody, and she's kind of naive, but she's very cute. She doesn't oversell it like Amy Adams did in Enchanted. That was just too much. Like, she's a complete dumbass and thinking that everybody's nice, and yeah, not everybody's like that. I love the way she dresses in these gorgeous red outfits, green outfits. I mean, is it hard? Is it so hard to have a woman be sexy and be, likable at the same time? Case in point. Yeah, Maria Thayer, just see, she's a wonder. So when I first saw her in this, I was like, wow, you are beautiful. I love listening to your voice. You have these wonderful eyes. She can show emotion, and when she ends up with Ted at the end, spoiler alert, she kisses him, and it's really passionate and sweet. And it's not like After, Josh. I promise you, this movie is not like After. The message here is way better, and it's not shoved in your face. And the how the spirit of Christmas can bring the best out of people. And if you really show that to others, they'll come to you. And yeah, the film has some nice songs in it, some beautiful imagery, nice Christmas atmosphere, really likable characters except for Dean. He's a douchebag. There's some subplots that kind of go nowhere with this guy with glasses that wants Annie to stay. He wants to take over the North Pole from uh, Mr. Claus. I think his name is Barry, right? Yeah, yeah. And that go kind of goes nowhere because then him and Dean get exposed and they're banished. So yeah, but no, Barry's the black guy. My bad. Who's the other guy? Chester, I think. Yeah, Chester is the guy that's scheming with Dean to get Annie to stay. The cab driver is Bart Braverman. Old school people that have seen 20 Million Miles to Earth. He was the little boy Pepe in that movie. He was also in an episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I do like him as an actor. He's always nice to like. Vicki Lawrence is in it. She was in the Carol Burnett show. And it's just a really fun movie. And if you've never seen this on Hallmark, watch it. It's very, very heartfelt. It's harmless. There's nothing offensive in the movie. There's no gay agendas, which is nice because some Lifetime movies have that, and it's not needed. It's very sweet, the romance. Dean is such an asshole that he's like, oh, I adopted an orphan named Charlie Brownstone, and you know what? He sits on the throne of lies, like they said in Elf, and he's just such a douchebag. But he gets his at the end, so Annie prevails at the end, and eventually stays with Ted, but to run the workshop together as the new Mr. and Mrs. Claus in the future. And yeah, it is predictable, but it's a very sweet movie. And if you want something light for Christmas this year, that's not Last Christmas. Oh yeah, spoiler alert: the girl has the guy's heart the whole time. Yeah, that's a stupid twist. That's dumb. That's not romantic. That's just frightening. Sounds like the ending of a horror movie, like like Valentine, or freaking the what was it? What was that movie called? My Bloody Valentine. Yeah, I don't need to see a heart in a box, guys. It's creepy. But in this movie, is nothing like that. There's no gore in this movie. It's very harmless, very sweet, open-hearted, and it has a lot of humanity in it. So if you're looking for a good Christmas movie, I recommend Annie Claus. It's great for the holidays and for the family, and it's inoffensive, and you can watch it. It's not on Disney Plus because it's on Hallmark, but if you have Hallmark.com, you can watch it there. It's very magical. Anyway, that's Annie Claus. Maria Thayer is wonderful and a beautiful, beautiful redhead, very sweet and likable, and very compelling. Anyway, that's my review for Annie Claus. I hope you like it. See you guys in the next review. Take care.